Today I'm going to walk you through a little bit of some changes that have been made to our Laulima site. As stated in last week's orientation video, this Laulima site is in development. It's in progress. So I wanted to show you what new things you can expect. So at the top you have messages. Whenever you open our page, it will open up to our messages. So this is where you could see if you've got any messages from me or from one of your classmates. This is where I see that I have received, a total of 27 messages. I still have 3 I need to respond to this morning. And then here's a link to the syllabus. And this is something that's pretty new, okay? I've just added it. How can I learn more about Laulima, Google Tools, and Zoom? So please find the topic that you need to learn more about, and you can expand it to view the instructional videos. So if you're still learning how to navigate Laulima, please click on these videos that a colleague, Carolyn Torres, over at Kapiolani Community College has made. There are also written instructions here, okay? There are also some details here that you will find useful, okay? Some of these tools we don't actually use in our class, but I think this is going to be something that will be very helpful for you guys. So we can close this accordion back up and then take a look at the Google tools. So this one's going to be quite important, especially the creating and sharing of Google Docs. And of course, the formatting and counting words, commenting on Google Docs. Some of these, again, may not be very relevant today, but they will be throughout the semester. So one of the important things that you guys are going to do is to learn how to create and share Google Docs. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do when you do the homework is to create your documents in your Google Drive, and then you're going to go to your Dropbox, okay, and you're going to find your folder. Under Actions, you're going to add a web link, and you're going to make sure that the link that you place here is a shared link to the Google document that I've asked you to create for a particular for a particular assignment. Okay, so remember that we're going to be doing tons of assignments, and we're going to take the top 22, we're going to take the top 16, I believe, and drop the others. Okay. When you write your name here, when you write the name of the document, always include your name, your last name first, and then your name, and then you can write the assignment, okay? So please write the name of the assignment after you write your name. So for example, you guys are going to be listening to some recordings, and you're going to have to write the words that are spelled out for you. So this one we'll call pronunciation practice, for example, okay? And then here we can be specific about which one. And then you add the web link now, okay? So you're gonna see that this link is not gonna work actually because I didn't put a link in. So I can go back here and I can edit the details, and then here is the display name, but I want to make sure that I have the link, okay? So please make sure that you guys are updating this information completely. Okay, so if I realize that this is something I don't want, I can just move it to the trash. Okay, so this is where the Dropbox is. So just to review, whenever you have an assignment that's due, you're going to go to your Google Drive and create the Google document. Probably I will ask you to make a copy, and the first thing that you will do is add your name. Add your name to the top left of the document in Google Drive. Okay, so next we have the overview. Okay, so this is what was the first page in our class. You'll find our announcements here, and then you'll also find just a list of announcements and the times that they were sent. We have the discussion board here. Okay, so please make sure you guys are going through and taking a look at this. And then the orientation. This was sort of the beginning of week 1. I want to point out that these checklists that I've added here, you should only check them off once you have completed these assignments, or these, let's call them tasks. Okay, so that was the orientation. You have all of these things. Please make sure that you guys are going back and reviewing, especially when you're writing messages. Okay, you've got to include your signature. Please don't send messages to your professor just saying, hey, prof, please send me messages of anything important I missed. Okay, I think we can agree to that. And then we have here primera semana. That means first week. So I've modified a couple of things here. I had ser, the verb to be, but we didn't get to that due to technical difficulties. So we're going to be working on that in the second week. Okay, these checklists are developing throughout the week, so you've got to keep an eye on them. Okay, one of the things I really want to point out is that you guys must be reviewing the class video after class, and you have to go through our daily survey, la encuesta diaria. So please answer these when class ends at 9:20. Here is a link directly to Extempore where you can log in to do the recordings. And here is a link for our vocabulary. So whether or not I say that you guys should be checking for vocabulary or studying vocabulary, you should be doing so. So I'd like to see that you guys are going through and playing with our Quizlet classroom. There are lots of different options that you guys can use here. You can use it just as flashcards if you click on the word, or you have different games and tests here that you can use. So please familiarize yourself. Cap 1 means capítulo uno, chapter 1. So I will be naming the different lists by the topic that you'll see in our book. So these are all for chapter 1. And if you look closely at our book, you will find that this list of vocabulary is on page 17. And as a reminder, you can find our class book in resources. So we have capítulo uno here, and in here you will find a scanned copy and then an online version of our book. Okay, so as our chapter continues, this list of resources will be expanded upon. Okay. Please make sure if you're confused and seem to not be able to find information and resources, you can simply click back up here on the word resources and it'll give you the whole folder. You can also do that by clicking on the sidebar on the left. Okay. Starting in week 2, we will be using our course Google Drive, and on this slide you guys will find our firma diaria. This is where you guys, when you log into Zoom, you've got to come here and sign in. Okay, please just put your initials. I can see at what time you signed in, so it's important that you guys sign in by the time class starts. I'd like to see signatures by 8:25, please. Okay, and then finally, this is where you guys will be doing some group work. So sometimes I will ask you to log in to our Google Drive and work in groups, and you will have to produce something together. So you'll see that the name of this document is Spanish 101 Group Work Week 2. When you work with your groups, please type the name of your group members here. Okay, so you'll see that if you're just group 1, for example, I won't remember who was in group 1. You'll need to type the name of your group members here. I hope this is helpful. Okay, and then going back to our Laulima site, here is another link to our vocabulary. This is the exact same link as the Quizlet. I just have it in a couple of different places. And then finally, here is our gradebook. So here you'll see that our first work, you'll notice asistencia, so this is like practice and help. There's 0 weight in this, but this is part of your daily work, okay? You're going to have some mini evaluations. These mini evaluations, we're going to do tons and tons of them, but we're just going to keep the 16 highest. So the more we do, the higher your grade will be. And this is a 5th of your grade. So please make sure that you guys stay on top of this, okay? And just as a reminder, our Spanish Lab link for our course book will be available after Labor Day. Okay, guys? So I hope this video has been a little bit helpful. Just as a reminder, this is a brand new link that I've created here for how to use the different tools for technology that we'll be using in class. Shortly, I will send you an email to do some homework, and in that homework, you guys are going to practice how to use these Google tools and how to upload to the Dropbox using some of the resources in Laulima. And of course, doing some work in extempore. On Monday morning, I'm going to exit the student view here and show you that I am currently working on segunda semana. So you'll notice that this segunda semana will be popping up on Monday morning. My plan is to have this ready every Monday morning at 8 so you can be prepared for the week. And I'm hoping to create a calendar where all of our due dates are together. This is also in the process of being developed. So please do not hesitate to message me. I will do my best to check my emails every morning. So please be patient and give me 24 hours.